office now. Then what we
You asking me what I think about Russia today?
Yeah.
It's complicated, let me put it this way. Unfortunately, the Russians haven't really embraced, let's say, democracy, transparency, free, checks and balances. I would rather use that thing, because that was the genius of our founding fathers. Checks and balances. Because what happened in Russia, Putin now is basically supreme leader. I mean, he has free reign over Russia, more or less, and he's unchecked.
Well, you tell your words from the wise, but you're not going to agree. I know that,
But the lives, let me finish, one more sec. But the lives of ordinary people have improved dramatically in Russia today versus the way it was back then.
Well, I doubt
dramatically.
That, but
I'm sorry?
I doubt that, but I would take your word.
Okay.
I'll just acknowledge what you say.
Look, when I was in USSR, to get just a loaf of bread, proverbial loaf of bread, or proverbial toilet paper, you would have to stand in line for hours on end. And you'll be lucky if by the end your turn comes, bread is still going to be available. There wasn't a single supermarket in the whole country of USSR, not even one. Money was...
You look quite healthy.
Of course I'm healthy. It doesn't mean that I was...
So you wasn't starving.
I wasn't starving. I didn't say...
Everybody got enough to eat.
Yeah, but is this your sort of yardstick that the country is good as long as they're not dying from hunger? Is this the achievement?
Economy where they
I mean, if
trying to catch up with the Western world, they were spending their money in certain sectors. You know, the Russians just spend a lot of money on consumer goods and all of that, like
who, the Russians?
And on automobiles and all this.
But there was
stuff.
nothing.
Come on,
okay,
man.
let me listen. I live there. How can you say, come on?
Russia,
How do you think?
In the space race, Russia became one of the leading nations. they put energy in.
Do I care about space race when I have nothing to eat, or no place to live, or communal apartments?
In Russia, maybe during the revolutionary time, yeah. And people accuse Stalin of all kind of things. And some I believe and some I don't. But what I'm saying is that you remind me of many immigrants who come to the U.S. You can't find nothing wrong with it because you're not supposed to.
I'm sorry, not supposed to do what?
You remind me of many immigrants who come to the United States.
Yeah.
You can't find nothing wrong with it. You talk all
with the United States?
Yeah, about all the
of course I do. Plenty. Do you think I'm happy with Obama? Do you think I'm happy with this administration? Hell no. Do you think I was so happy with...
Obama is worse than, say, Putin?
Much better. Of course, much better. I mean, come on. There's no comparison. You know why?
Do you think Bush was better than Putin?
Bush was better than Putin. Bush was a pretty darn good president.
All right, now you didn't answer one of the questions that I said you would answer that. You say Bush was good.
Well, I mean, the job number one of any president, I mean, think about it this way. Russian president, American president, Cuban president, is to keep its people safe. If you ask me, let's say, what's the job description of the president? Number one, I wouldn't say economy. I wouldn't say healthcare. I wouldn't say, putting bread on, chicken in every pot. I would say keeping its citizens safe. This is the ultimate goal of any president, right or wrong. And President Bush did a good job at that.
He did, by invading countries for no reason, killing a whole lot of people for no reason.
When Bill Clinton was...
Do you think the shit he did in Iraq was justified?
Did Bill Clinton go out to Yugoslavia?
Yeah.
He did. Did Bill Clinton go to Somalia?
He went there.
Yes, he did. When Clinton...
What did the US gain from that? What did they gain from that?
Let me continue.
What did they gain from that?
Line of thought, okay? Now, when Bill Clinton was the president, was USS Cole bombed off Yemen? It was. When Bill Clinton was the president, was our embassy in Kenya blown up? It was. Our embassy in Tanzania was blown up? It was.
Blowing up.
We're very close
You gotta ask yourself, why was it blowing up?
We are very close to.
Why was it blowing
That's
up?
besides the point. It happened.
Why is it besides the
It
point?
happened. It's besides the point because people hate us. They will hate us forever.
Why do they hate you?
It doesn't matter. It's irrelevant.
Why?
What is relevant?
Tell me it's irrelevant?
Getting back to the president's job. When George W. Bush became the president after 9/11, and obviously it was festering up until September 11th of 2001, that the Twin Towers were bombed. After that, there wasn't a single
Who do
attack.
you think was really behind the bombing of the Twin Towers?
Well, we know who. We know there are 19 hijackers who hijacked the planes, 4 planes, and that's what happened. It's indisputable fact. If you're going to dispute that, then I don't know, how can we say that the sky is blue? You know, I can say why the sky is blue because I studied physics and scattering. I know exactly why the sky is blue.
These so-called hijackers was really working for?
Who were they working for? Well, why do you think there's a group of
They
people?
never positively identified hardly any of them. Some are still alive, walking around. With someone
Well,
that
we
stole
have
their
terrorists
ID.
walking among us. That's for sure, and that's the president's job,
Who's the
number
biggest
one.
terrorist on the planet?
Who is the biggest terrorist on the planet?
Yes.
As a person, or as a nation, or as a group of people?
As a nation.
Currently, the biggest threat comes from Iran. Iran. No? No?
Well, you know.
No?
I see what my man associated you with Fox News. Come on, man. I done heard everything now.
All right.
Got you all fucked up.
All right.
I don't want to be on there with Bill O'Reilly and John Hannah talking bullshit.
All right.